Hey guys, so we've previously talked about membrane potential and action potential, resting potential and action potential, but we just glazed over how this action potential moves on to different neurons. So let's talk about how that happens. So we're going to talk about the synapse. The synapse is the meeting point between two neurons and how action potentials sort of jump on to the next. In Greek, synapse means to clasp or to join. And I've drawn us a little picture here. I don't know if you can see it very well, but our action potential that we talked about in the previous video sends its potential to the synapse, where it then jumps down to the next neuron. Jumps, let's use that word loosely. So let's go over here next. So there are two types of synapses, or signals, or whatever you want to call them. One is electrical, and let's think about electrical as mass texting all of your friends. And it just sends it to everybody. It's super fast, it's not specific, it's just you are excited and you want to tell everybody that you had the best hot chocolate of your entire life. And like I said, that's fast and uncontrolled. The other kind is a chemical signal, and that is more controlled and slower. So let's think about that as emailing your professor, who is just super slow at responding, and it's killing you because you need to know your grade. Let's not get too personal here. But this is more abundant, it is more slow, it's more precise, and definitely more selective. These use neurotransmitters across a synaptic gap, or cleft. So here's a nice little picture I've drawn for us about the chemical type, because that's what sends our signals. So calcium comes into and we have these little sacks of neurotransmitters, and the calcium comes in and it's positive, and it's pushing down the neurotransmitters, and it pushes them out into the synaptic cleft, or the gap, where they are sent onto little receptors on the postsynaptic neuron, where they then go in and send their signal to the next neuron. And then there's these little enzymes in red. I really don't think you can see this very well. Sorry, I should have drawn it bigger. But these little enzymes, the neurotransmitters then can come back and either be reuptake, it's called reuptake, back into the neuron for later release, or the enzymes can kind of degrade them or break them down. So that might be a little confusing, because I feel like we just talked about electrical and chemical, and if that confused you, you would be correct, because we need to remember that the electrical type creates the action potential, but the chemical type sends it to the next neuron. So basically the neuron converts electrical to chemical, but in order for it to become an action potential, it must go back to electrical, hence this little electrical chemical thing we've got going on right here. I hope that helps.